Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, welcome back. We have the band Wanted with us still, and we are going to do our 20 crazy questions. So let's see how they fare. Okay, so we'll start off nice and easy. What is your favorite type of transport?
Oh, favorite type of transport? I would say our tour bus.
Oh, I would say that. And then, yes, that's my favorite, but the close second is riding the train. We love
yeah.
riding the train
Trains
because
are
no one
awesome.
has to drive.
Yeah, you can sit back, you can relax, you can
Yes.
just watch the scenery. Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
Love it. Okay, if you're having a bad day, what would be your feel-good TV show or film?
My feel-good TV show. Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I love that. I do love that. I do love
For
that.
me, currently, every night we watch an episode or two of Lie to Me, which is actually a British actor here in the US. It's called Lie to Me. It's about a facial recognition um, deception expert. It's really good.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. I love those sorts of shows. What's your favorite sporting event?
Oh, I would say professional football.
Yeah, me too. In the US.
Yeah.
So not soccer, but American football.
You would have to clear that one up between the
Yeah,
English.
yeah.
Are you talking English football or American football?
Right.
I would say, yeah, professional football for sure.
Awesome. If you could write with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh. Stevie Nicks,
If you could write.
right? If I could write?
Yeah, write a song with.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would say Stevie Nicks.
Willie Nelson.
Oh,
Really,
yeah.
that would be quite cool as well. I must admit, there was a film come on the other day and he was in it, and I had to look twice because it was like, it must be a really, really old film. I was thinking, really? You look really young? I was like, wow. Okay, if your life was a reality show, what would it be called?
Oh, man. That's Believe it or not.
I love it. Believe it or not, that can mean so many different things. It would really drag people in, wouldn't it? Believe it or not.
Mine would be luckiest man alive.
Oh, I love that. That's so sweet. Don't let him go, will you? Which artist would you like to do a duet with?
Ooh, which artist? That's a great question. Male or female, right? So,
Yep, whichever you want.
Ashley McBride.
Oh, she's awesome. She is awesome. She is awesome.
What can I do with wet? That one's tricky.
Ashley's such a great songwriter.
She is. She is awesome. I got to see her in January, and she's amazing. I saw her 2 nights in a row, and I was like, she's just amazing. Her shows are just full on. She's just perfect. Yeah, she's amazing.
Mine would probably be Randy Travis. Everybody says I sound like him, so I think it'd be an interesting combination.
That would be cool, yeah. Randy's awesome. Come off it, another amazing superstar, isn't he? He's just amazing. Okay, so here we go. This is the fun one. This always sort of splits people. Android or Apple?
Apple.
Apple.
Yes. Used to my friends now. Everything I've got is apples. It's like,
Yep, that's too. It's
which is funny because
now and again to buy a new one, but you don't have to do it very often. And they
no,
talk to each other, and yeah.
yeah,
Seamless.
and that's it. They just communicate. It's just so much easier. See, Donna is Android, so we have this competition between us. You see, it's always fun. If you owned a bar, what would you call it?
Oh. The Hideout.
The Hideout. That's awesome. That goes well with the band Wanted, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I always liked My Sister's Place because the guys that don't want to tell their wife where they've been, they were at My Sister's place.
That is very cool. There's a sneaky mind in there. Do you see that? It's a sneaky mind. That could be a country song. Do you know that? My Sister's Place. That could be a country song. There you go. It could be, couldn't it?
I like that. That's an idea.
Okay, what's your guilty pleasure food?
Oh, my guilty pleasure food. It's got to be something like dark chocolate, like
Anything
like
with chocolate.
molten
Yeah.
dark chocolate, creamy. Yeah, that's like my guilty pleasure.
Mine is cookies.
Oh, cookies.
Any kind of cookies.
You mean biscuits?
Biscuits.
Biscuits, correct. Yes, that's exactly right.
Well, because we've got biscuits, and then you've got an actual type of biscuit, which is a cookie. So I'm like, does he mean cookies or does he mean biscuits? Biscuits.
Yeah, biscuits. Yes.
Oh yeah, biscuits are terrible. As soon as you open a packet, it's like they just disappear, don't they?
Eat 'em all.
Yes.
Yeah, they just vanish. It's too easy, that one. Okay, if I came to you and said, I have a dead body in the trunk, do you know a good place to hide it?
The mines in Tombstone.
She's sorted. I love that.
The whole town is built on a honeycomb of mines, and they're very deep and they're very long. No one would ever find it. It's a big thing around here. If we had a guy that was scamming people and stayed for 2 years rent free because he just knew the legal system, and there was lots of talk about William ending up in the mine somewhere.
Oh. We'll just leave him down there. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. It's very funny. Okay, so if I came to your place and had a look in your fridge, what would be the oldest thing in there?
Ketchup.
Or the oddest thing? Ketchup.
Oh,
Thing. Oh, the oddest thing. Deviled eggs. Or like pickled eggs.
I disagree. I think it would be kiwi berries.
Oh, kiwi berries.
No one's ever heard of those, and they're delicious.
What the hell's a kiwi berry? I know kiwi's a fruit.
See?
When has it been a berry?
This one is with all the odd food. I grew up in Minnesota, meat and potatoes farming, right? There we had meat and we had potatoes. That's all
Yep.
we had. Nothing else. My grandpa thought ketchup was hot. But then I married this one from Colorado, and she makes Southwestern green chili. And every time she can find something with a new name we've never heard, oh, I want to try that. No, we
Wow.
don't. I don't know. I'm just barely getting used to green chili.
Green chili, I love that. Wait till you come to Spain and you'll try everything. You know, it's very, very different here. Very different
Oh,
here.
I would love it.
She would love it.
I would
She would
love it.
definitely-
Food is amazing over here because it's all so fresh.
Yes. See,
Also
that's what
fresh.
we love. We love that.
Yeah, you have to come to Spain and we'll show you around.
Yes.
We'll just go from food place to food place to food place because it's
Yes.
just amazing. You'll probably go home weighing 10 stone more than what you came. Okay, what's the last thing you read?
Last thing I read. Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think mine was Bits and Pieces, and I can't remember the proper title, but it's about water rights in southern Arizona. So real
Okay.
geeky book about
Different.
water in the desert's becoming increasingly a problem here in the US and all over the world because of what I think is climate change. But anyway, it's getting hotter and drier. So it's an old book by someone who really knows the area. So really fascinating.
You talking about that? Well, I went back to England, and England was getting wet. Has had a really, really wet summer. They've hardly had any summer. A few hot days here and there. And over here, it's been really, really hot. We've hit like the top 30s and 40s for like 4 or 5 months in a row, which is not normal for us. We'd have one month where you're really hot, but you'd have the build up. But here it kind of got hot and then just got hotter and then just stayed, which is not normal. So you're noticing the difference between. I know England's normally very wet. They normally have some good month, good month or so, but they've had nothing. It's been constant rain with the odd, maybe a bit of sunshine here and there. So
Interesting.
Wow.
climate change is really causing a lot of
Yeah,
problems.
lots
Yeah.
of chaos. Yeah.
Yep. It's just
Um, Yes. It's a nightmare. We need to stop it. We need to stop it.
Absolutely.
Right or left-handed?
Right.
Right, but I was supposed to be left. So I was homeschooled, and my mother trained it out of me. So I write horribly, terribly. In fact, I was so left-handed. A left-handed's writing slants the other way, and I was so left-handed that even though she made me right-handed, I I wrote I started out writing like this, and it would slant the way it used to when I wrote left-handed. So then I had penmanship until my senior year to correct that. So I'm not a very good writer, and I'm a bit ambidextrous, I guess, maybe.
My nan is exactly the same. My nan was left-handed, and it was during that time you weren't meant to be left-handed. It was kind of pushed out of her to be right-handed. So yeah, there you go. Okay, name one thing on your bucket list.
One thing on my bucket list. Oh, touring Europe.
Awesome. You love
Live
it.
to be 110.
That's a different one. Live to be
I've got
110.
such a great life. We talk about bucket lists ever since we went through our coaching journey. We both became coaches. I do a lot more of it than she does now because she's running the band. But we always ask ourselves, is there anything we haven't done that we really want to? Because just as we spoke earlier about the cancer diagnosis, it really makes you think, pee or get off the pot, right? I mean, yeah.
It's a great thing. Yeah, definitely. It really changes your whole mindset on life. It really does. So yeah. Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Oh, definitely a night owl. I'm slow morning person, but I get all of my work done the later it is.
I am a night owl naturally, although for some reason when I turned 45, I'm getting up earlier and earlier. I don't really want to, but I'm up. So at least I can make the coffee for her. Coax her out of bed.
You need to do it. Just follow the coffee.
Right. It smells good.
I love that. I love that. Okay. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
Teaching yoga.
Okay, that's cool. That's very awesome.
And I am coaching on. I do a lot of live coaching by phone and by Zoom like this. So definitely I would be doing just that if I wasn't doing music.
You can have this nice huge retreat, couldn't you? Yoga retreat, and you can. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yep.
See,
I would love that.
we got your retirement all sorted out. I love that. Okay, last question. Last question. If you could tour with anyone, who would you tour with?
I could tour with anyone. I would say Ashley McBride again. She's got this amazing tour bus, and she, all of her tour dates, her audience seems really energetic. Everything everything she's doing is what I aspire to be. So yeah, I would say definitely Ashley McBride again.
I would say Lucas Nelson. And I wouldn't know Lucas Nelson if she wasn't so engaged on Facebook. That's Willie's son, who also wrote and performed Shallow in with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Born to be a Star. Or
the Lady Gaga film. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's sort of under the radar, like Ashley McBride, but he knows everybody, and he's in the actual growing stages, not the been there, done that. But he's very connected, and also for another reason, Willie Nelson's family he uses Willie's old bus, but I guess Willie's family mantra was "Don't be a dick," and I really like that.
Yep.
I love that. Don't be a dick. That is just the best. I love it.
Thing to live by.
Just waiting just to say it as it is. Say it as it is. I love that. Well, this has been so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah,
very much. Yes.
Thank
I
you
hope
for
we.
That's awesome.
No worries, no worries. You guys are always welcome back anytime, and you can be an honorary crazy woman. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And thank you for stepping outside your comfort zone and covering for Donna. I really appreciate it.
No worries, no worries. I'm getting more used to the interviews on my own, but everything else, we'll get there. I can do it.
Yep,
I can
yep.
do it. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And once again, guys, check out the videos. We'll have all their information below. See you later, guys. Adios.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.